He loves the filet of fish from McDonald's. You take the tartar sauce off, have them change it from tartar sauce to mayonnaise.
What? Man, you just reminded me. So I was watching this video about how they make the damn McDonald's, their chicken sandwiches, and they were making fun of McDonald's for how they do it. And what was going on was they were sitting there, and they were, people would come up and they'd order them, and they'd make fun of the customers because they'd be like super dressed up funny and talking funny and, can I have a chicken sandwich? That kind of shit. And then the guy in the back making it just like, he takes his hat off, starts scratching his hair on top of the bun, a couple hairs fall down on it, and then they spreads the bun apart, puts the little chicken thing on it, and then picks up this massive ass thing of mayonnaise and just absolutely dumps it on top of this thing. Put so much on it that he couldn't wrap it up. So he just picks up the whole damn thing and takes it up to the front. You know how they come in the wrappers? The wrapper was completely smothered in mayonnaise. And then the dude up front, it's a black guy, he takes a bite out of it and says, mmm, so delicious. And I was like, oh, he's walking away with mayonnaise all over his face. I'm like, oh, dude. Anyway, McDonald's and mayonnaise. Do you have tartar sauce at McDonald's?
Yeah.
What the hell? I had the shittiest quarter pounder there the other day.
Get down.
Want you a step. Want you a step.
Get down.
Want you a step.
So I got a question for you guys. This is about World of Warcraft and Warcraft theory, right? When you're in game, and somebody is, trying to get into, a much coveted dungeon, and you're the leader of that dungeon, does item level, higher item level, mean more experience or an easier run, and why?
I would have to say no, because of Titan Fortune.
Sorry.
It is, granted it doesn't happen very often, but it is possible for somebody to run normal mythics and go through all of them as a, just a regular mythic, and get all Titan Forges and come out with a full set of 430 gear and be 430 item level.
Yeah.
This person has no Mythic Plus experience, has no idea what an Apex is, just feels super lucky because they just got Titan Force on everything and they jumped up to 430. They probably don't even know the value of 430 because it was so easy for them to obtain.
Yeah, it's called getting a carry.
Titan Forge.
Carry.
So what are the chances of every single loot you get being for every different slot and it all Titan Forging to the maximum Titan? How many players are walking around with that?
Can't happen.
You think zero?
Well, you have to think about it. You have to think about it too. If they paid for runs, then there's
right.
people that actually take that specific, like say they're leather, people will take leather just to pass gear because they paid for it. So say you have a whole group and possibly one of them will get a Titan Forge or a Warforged. And that loot will get past that person. And that could go for every single run. I mean, but you have a full group.
So when I see, I think it's 11 dungeons right now. So if you include Mechagon, there are 11 dungeons.
Yeah.
For a total of, what is that? Let's see. Out of the first 10, there are 41 bosses because one dungeon has 5. And then the Mechagon has 8. So 49 bosses with 5 people getting loot. Or chances at loot. You have the potentiality
Oh shit,
of
I'm sorry, Austin.
49
What'd
times
you do?
5 drops. So you have the potentiality of getting somewhere in the ballpark of 240 drops.
I
245
busted your
drops. You only have 16 pieces of gear. Sorry, you have... Yeah, 16 pieces of gear. So... out of 245, the chances of
Technically.
getting
Stand back
Titan
here, stand
Forge-
back here, damn it.
the chances of getting a Titan Forge of the specific 16 that you need, the certain slots, is actually pretty high compared to what you think. It's probably like 2%. So,
By the way, it's 15, not 16, because you included in that. So,
okay, so yeah, it's
heads
50.
up.
So that even raises the percent chance because it's a lower amount of gear to get. So probably like 3% chance, right? So
Yeah.
3 out of every 100 who do who do the described situation we just said, which could happen a lot. That's very, very easily doable if your luck is right. My point is, if this was to happen, then that person would have absolutely no idea what an Apex even is.
Now I
You
hate
tell
that
me
thing.
because 3% of the WoW population that actually does do Mythic dungeons, Mythic 0 dungeons, 3% of that already limited exposure is going to give you probably less than 1% of the player base. So, given that your math and this math are accurate, how likely is it that one person is going to apply like that? Oh, about a little less than 1 in 100. Less than a 1% chance.
You also have to
Somebody's
take
going to apply with that.
You also have to take into account every possibility of from this side of the spectrum to the opposite side of the spectrum. Because you will also have that one person, those 3 people or so, that go through all of it and get absolutely nothing. And have no gear. And everywhere in between.
So
No
this
gear
is
that does
why I'm
that.
asking the question. So earlier today, I saw a 10 with a 443 item level requirement. Now, the reason that I was asking it was because I was like, well, what the fuck, you know? Like, why would somebody have that kind of item level requirement on a 10, you know? You know, we were doing 10s at, 405, 406, 407, 410, 415. You know, that was about the starting entry level for a 10 at the beginning of the season. And I was a little flabbergasted. So I messaged the guy and he told me, because I was just curious, I wanted to know. And he was like, oh, I'll happily tell you. It's because item level equals experience. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't message anything back. I was like, thanks for the info, man. Take care. And then I went on with my day, right? So I was talking to Cheyenne about it at dinner tonight. And I completely forgot to ask you guys. So that's why I'm asking now.
So
In that situation, does item level equal experience?
No.
No.
No,
It's
And why?
the exact same reason
Bye.
we're talking
because
about.
because anybody can really get gear. I mean, they can either pay for it nowadays and get carried through everything, and you never know who you're really going to get. I mean, unless you have, obviously, I mean, it's just everybody can be carried now. Through everything. Either pay for it or friends. They can be carried. Now, I'm not saying everybody is bad. No. But item level doesn't always mean everything.
I think at the end of the day, what we're talking about is odds. And odds are that if you have a 443 item level, you can't really. Odds are you can't get that without some kind of experience in Mythic Plus.
I mean, not really. I mean, you have people that get carried in 10s all the time, that pay for it all the time. And your chances of getting a Titan Forge and all that, I mean, you can easily get
But no, here's the thing.
440 gear and up. And you have to think
Like-
about the weekly chest too.
I've been doing 10s every week for the last 3 months with these guys. At least on one character for sure, if not a couple other ones. None of my characters are anywhere near 440.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's 2 of my characters. I mean, I was running 10s all the time, but it's, you do have people though that will pay for 10s all the time.
Yep.
And then the weekly chest too.
I want to point out, I have 4 tunes up above 430 now, and none of them have gone from where they were before at like the 405 range to 437 in less than a week, and this tune has. I'm at 437. My other tunes are like 431. Like my druid is 431. My priest is 431. My resto shaman is 430. These tunes took me weeks to get them there, and I literally logged on here. Titan Forge 455, Titan Forge 455, Titan Forge 450, Titan Forge 450, and now I'm 437.
Just that. Now.
With 2 420 Azurite pieces on.
Yeah,
Well-
like, and not to mention, because of the week, I've also got the highest IO on this tune, and I've only been playing it for like 5 days.
I
So-
will say that it is probably the most competent healing spec that you own aside from the Resto Druid. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Pretty
It
simple.
really is.
And going back to like buying runs, you have to realize too that people pass gear all the time because of the fact they pay. So say, like I was saying earlier, a whole leather group, or even half a leather group, or even just one other leather person,
Well-
just passing gear.
So
Yeah.
But
I
none of
guess
this,
this is my argument against that conversation though is if somebody's going to buy a Mythic Plus carry, they know something about Mythic Plus, and I think Austin's point was,
Well-
could you have somebody that's that high and have no experience? I think even with this argument, I think the answer is still yes. I think you could potentially have somebody who got to 430 or 440 with no Mythic Plus experience. Without
But how about 443? How about 443?
but that's what I'm saying, and that's where I don't agree with the conversation, and only in the sense that there's no way you're going to get to over 440 easily without like being pretty hardcore. My Paladin and my DK are the highest I have. They're only 435, and I mean, like, you know.
See, I think you can, and I think you can go to the opposite extreme, and I think you can go anywhere in between. I think most of the player base falls somewhere in the middle, and you do find the occasional rare extreme that has no Mythic Plus experience and just got lucky with all the Titan Forges and has all this gear. And then you also have people who have all this experience and have no gear, even though they've been running stuff and trying to get the gear. They've just been unlucky with their drops. And
Plus-
any combination in between.
Plus, focus the ads, get down.
Because you have the possibility of it happening, and there's such a huge player base that there's no way for
Evan
all
bought
of
me.
this.
Evan bought me.
Take it off.
It's off.
I feel like there's both extremes and everywhere in between exists.
Okay, but okay, here's a question.
I didn't see the fear coming.
So is that just including like just like all around gear or mythic though? Like mythic.
It's just
Oh,
so it's all gear.
No, I completely. I understand that there are people that can hop into Mythic Raid, and hey, they're guild. They're an officer. They haven't raided for 2 expansions, and they're all of a sudden they're Mythic raiding and getting carried, and they're getting passed gear because the rest of the group doesn't need it this point in the
yeah.
expansion. And quote, they have 440 item level because they're getting past 445 item level gear, and their heart's still like 280. They have no traits, no essences, You know, this type of situation is definitely very, very possible. But how likely is it to be at the 443 item level?
That's
Slim
what
to
I'm
none.
talking. Slim to
Slim to
none.
none.
I mean, that's true.
So at that point, item level does, and again, this is just just a topic to talk about, nothing for us to get heated about or whatever, you know. But
My brain just hurts.
just thinking
I'm
about all the
branded.
possibilities.
I'm brain dead.
But
Well-
so it's slim to none. But if it was at the 430 item level, you would have a lot, and at that point, the guy has a valid argument to say item level equals experience. He really does. You
But he's
either
only-
number
but he's
one, you
only
know how to
half-
play your character,
he's only
or
half
two,
right.
you know the dungeons, or three, you do both. Like, and at
But-
that point, item level is very, very present.
But he's only half right, in my opinion. That's only
Or maybe he's too lazy to check Raider IO and he just wanted to look for item levels. So
Well, yeah, Raider IO at the end of the day is your best measure. You know, I mean, even if you get, well, you can get carries through, get an IO, but
Excuse me, sorry.
that is true.
but
Being carried and, you know, with what you just said, like with I.
I mean, it's obviously a possibility, but still, at the end of the day, if you have a well over 1,000 IO, you probably play your character without carries.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's pretty slim where everybody's going to be paying and paying and paying and paying carries every
Well,
week.
That also goes to play on how many people actually do that. Like, you know, during a week or once a week, whatnot. Like, there's no telling how many people actually pay for their runs every
God
week.
knows there's a lot. Because there's so
Yeah.
many people selling it. There's such a high demand for that right now. And honestly, I can't imagine paying for it. Like, that's so
Yeah.
ridiculous. The 10s are easy.
I agree.
But if you've
I'm
got
resident.
people who are essentially LFR only and pretty much have like a 5-person gig,
All you gotta do is put the time in one season to get your IO up, and then it pays dividends in every season afterwards for that entire expansion. And you can get into the keys that you want to via Pug at the 10 level, because you've proven through that one season of hardship that you put the time in and you learn the dungeon.
Or maybe they're lazy. I mean,
Yeah. I just, over the course of a season, if you can't get to 1,000 IO as a casual player, you're doing something wrong. Like, we're talking 3, 4, 5 months, or, you know, the end of Legion, a year on a raid tier. Like, 11 months.
to be honest with you, Legion was like, I feel like was a really good expansion to learn the affixes. I feel like the dungeons were perfect. For
Legion was
affixes.
amazing for Mythic Plus.
I miss Legion so
Yeah.
bad.
That makes 3 of us. Yeah.
It really was amazing.
Day tanked a 14 back then.
Aw, shit.
Yeah. And we timed it too. Halls of Valor.
yeah, as y'all were yanking stuff left and right on me too.
But you had me as your healer, so you were okay.
I think the highest... I think the highest one I probably timed was an 18. About it.
At the end of last expansion, yeah.
You're definitely right. I attempted 20, but I did not complete it. And I
Yeah,
never went
we
back
did
to
a
it.
19, but we didn't time it. But we did time an 18. That was like one of the last.
I timed a
Yeah.
20 what was it, the
You did not time no 20.
Yes,
you and I
I
did
did.
it. No,
it
you
was
and I
on
did
the
18
it was
for
on the
stars.
last day of the expansion, all by DK, and it was the it was the Cathedral of Eternal Night.
Yeah, that's like the easiest dungeon ever.
I thought it was
The best dungeon
Cathedral? I
ever.
thought Cathedral was terrible.
Dude, I loved Cathedral. It was so freaking easy and so much fun. The only thing I didn't like about it was the bats and those doom guards or whatever. Like on the
Wait,
steps.
that's Black Cold.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was thinking, but still, I like Cathedral.
I liked
Oh,
Cathedral. Was it easy? Hell no.
Yeah, it was.
Very well thought out dungeon. I enjoyed Cathedral as well. Same
No,
with Black Cold.
I
Just
hated
a lot of
Black
mechanics.
Rock.
I liked Blackbird, except on Sanguine Weeks. Holy
Did you say you hated it?
I
Did you say
did.
you hated Black Hole?
Yep.
Ah! It was kind of bad, but it was a very it was a very
So
how do I put it?
the most
Visually pleasing dungeon.
one of the most valuable memories I have from Legion was when I watched Preach play his warrior tank in a pug Blackbird Cold, and he was yelling when he pulled shit because it was a bolstering week. He pulled the shit all the way to the bottom of the stairs right before, you know, the stairs you have to climb that go up to what you were talking about where the bats are. Right at the bottom there's this big pack with two of these ads that do this kind of like, you know, enrage thing on you where they just continually pound your face. And he was like, oh my god, my face! It was so hilarious.
That's when I say ouch my face. That's where that comes from. That video.
And I remember taking that spot so many times and
Oh.
going, oh my god, my face.
I hit my goal for today. I hit 110, and
Hey, that's really good. Congrats.
Yeah, get that demonic talent.
You were freaking 98 this morning.
you bought it? Yeah. What is you about 108?
What are the options?
Unleash power, master the glaive, and fill eruption.
So that's up to you. A lot of dungeons take, a lot of demon hunters take Fell Eruption, but they also take the one on the far left for the no cost on the
Unleash power.
AoE stun.
Yeah.
The no cost stun reduces cooldown.
And what about 106 is Cycle of Hatred, First Blood, and Dark Fly.
Which one's the one with the red face?
First Blood.
Take First Blood.
Okay, that's the one I chose then. There's one more. Do you take Soul Rending?
What does Soul Rending do?
The leech. Increase by 10%.
Yes.
Okay.
And in meta, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Get down.
That morphs your meta into a big defensive too. It's pretty ridiculous how you'll get to where you do like 30, 40k HPS with that shit. It's ridiculous.
Sweet.
I can't move all of these. I need some help.
Everybody
You
run.
gotta move corners. Gotta move corners.
Shit. Not fast enough.
I'm sorry. I kind of called that out late too. I was like, shit, they're all three right here.
It's not your fault. I just didn't think to. I probably should have turtled, but I don't know if turtle will work on me.
I messed your tune
Everybody
up. I'm sorry.
move.
It's fine, Austin. I died. It's alright.
Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey,
Have a good night, Alice.
As many times as y'all killed me in Legion, I don't take offense to dying.
Haha.
oh my god. We're talking about Blackrook Hold and Legion and Cathedral of Eternal Night, and she's like, oh my god. Those memories are horrible for her, probably.
No,
Okay, I'm about to
they
just
they
shoot
were
these.
fun.
We're shooting these. Get away from them.
God.
Want you a step.
Hey, I can shoot through the cannon.
I probably should not release at this point.
No,
No,
you spawn
release.
right there.
You'll be at the last. You're right there at the last boss.
Oh yeah. God, no one was screwed up dungeons.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot him once they get over here. Okay, that's the last shot. Here we go. Don't stand in the lockdown. It'll probably do a lot of damage. And there's two of them. And don't stun it either. Don't do that shit.
Once you establish. Once you establish.
Alright, go.
Plus, please. Thank you. All that increased size from having the damn lust and whatchamacallit stacks with it. Misdrag.
Get down. Get down.
I got this one.
Down.
I'm stuck. Dead.
Get down.
Shit.
Get down.
Dog, use your ult. Now, off.
And I'll be here as you shoot. Give me a second.
Turtle or no?
Nope.
Never
I got it.
Can we wait a second before I accept that?
Get down. Get down.
Now,
Go.
got it.
Let's go.
I got this. Get out the way.
Get down.
Oh, crying out loud.
Yeah. I've got nothing but title core today. All day.
I can live with title 4.